Hello and welcome to the installation video for the set mount. I'm gonna try to detail this as much as possible so you will be squared away and have no issues mounting your set mount. So for this, I've got just an upper receiver. It's a little easier if you take the lower off, if you're doing it on an AR-15, something like that, where you can just go ahead and remove the lower. That way you're not fumbling as much weight and all that good stuff. So when you buy the set mount, it's going to come like this. And you just pop your two plates out, or your little clamp bars. And then you're going to have your hardware down here. We got 2 cam nuts. And in the small square, we got 1/2" screws. And in the rectangle here, we have 5/8 screws. So the reason I decided to do 2 is because of just all the different types of guns and things that someone may want to mount this to, and just things that I've ran into in the past of needing shorter screws and not being able to mount certain things. So I just decided to do both, and it's actually going to be demonstrated pretty well here on this rail. So this rail is a 15" and it has a carbine length gas system, which means the gas block and whatnot is going to be a little further back, whereas if it was a mid-length, it'd be a little further up. So it'll work out really good. So this is going to be the end result right here, and let's get started. We're going to pop this one off, and I'm going to show you from the beginning. Alright, here we are with everything laid out in front of us. We have our bottom bar, we have our top bar, our 2 cam nuts here. As you can tell by looking at these, maybe my thumb being in front of them or behind them helps. We're going to actually be using one of the 1/2" and one of the 5/8. And then on this model, we decided we're going to go with some military grade shot cord and FDE, and that's what we're going to put on it. So let's get ready. First thing I like to do is go ahead and prep my top bar, and all you gotta do, this is how the shot cord will come to you. All you're going to do is put a loop in it. So just twist it, put a loop in it, and kind of fold it into itself, and now you got like that. It's going to look like that. Hope that makes sense. Maybe. Hopefully that makes sense. So one more time, we'll do it on the other one. So you got it like this. You're going to twist and just bring. Now you got 2 loops, you see, and you're just going to bring those together, fold them over each other, and make one out of that, if that makes sense. And then again, that's what it's going to look like. Hope you can see that. So, and then with that loop, we're just going to slide it over. It's going to look like that. That's all that is. That's all that is, guys. That's the magic. And what I like to do is make sure on the bottom of that mount, top mount, it looks real slick. And they're not over each other like this. This is not how you want it. This is how you want it. No. Yes. So, make it real slick. And I'll go ahead and move those to the middle, because that makes installation really easy, as you're about to see. Alright, so we can go ahead and stack those. And once we determine what's going to be on the front, and let me show you real quick, see if I can, of why we're going to need the short screw on the front. So right here is our gas block, and right here the barrel and gas block combined. But the barrel right here is a larger diameter, giving us less room inside the barrel. Inside that rail. So with that being a larger diameter, we're not going to have as much room between the barrel and the rail. And this being a government profile, back here on the back where it's going to be, I'm kind of wide open. The barrel is at kind of like almost a pencil diameter right there, so I can run that larger, longer screw, and it's going to be just fine. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to put on a little bit of Loctite if you got it, blue Loctite, or if you got it also, rock set is really good. That works even better with heat, but honestly with accessories you're pretty good with just blue Loctite. Now if you're doing muzzles or gas blocks, you have to put some rock set. Loctite will not work on those areas because it gets so hot. I hope everybody can see what's going on here. So once we get it together, I'll try to use my hand as a backstop here. You got the long screw in the back, short one up front. And I like to, again, keep our shock cord in the middle, because that will allow us to really maneuver everything how we want it. Get everything in place. So obviously you want to go ahead and get that cam nut turned, make sure it's going to lock. Do the same with the other side. And then once you get them started and in place, whoop, the whole thing moved, you can slide your shock cord where you want it. So you're going to want one kind of on the front, kind of on the back. You don't have to go all the way to the end. You gotta go that far, but so, and then we will tighten it down. And you can put a torque wrench on it and go to the 15, 20 inch-pounds if you want, but honestly, I just go till it's pretty good and snug. You don't want to go too much. You're not going to bottom these out. I will tell you that. You will not bottom these out. And that's all it is, guys. And you're good to go. You're ready to put whatever TCCC tourniquet you want in there, and it's going to be there. And you'll be ready to go. As you can see, you always have a little bit of a gap there because you're not going to collapse the shock cord completely. You wouldn't want to do that because then that would in turn make it fail under stress. So, and everything clears just fine. Side note, how do I know about the long screw not working on the front? It will actually hit the barrel, and you do not want that to happen because then it will actually shift your barrel and rail, and you don't want anything contacting the barrel. So guys, I hope that explained that pretty well. If you need any help, please call me. Just go to the website, get my number, call me, text me, email me, whatever you need to do. And in the next video or in the next segment, I'm going to show you how to do it with a pouch. So, and like I said, as far as getting the tourniquet in and out, pretty self-explanatory. You just stretch it over, and you are good to go. This right here is a soft T, very good tourniquet, TCCC approved. Doesn't take up much room at all, and completely. Oh, I was almost out of the camera. Completely out of your way from where you would normally be shooting as a right-handed shooter, and even if you have to transition to your left side, out of your way. So there it is, guys. All right, let's go over putting one on with a pouch. Guys, now we're going to go over installing one with a pouch. I'm sorry. Oh, my brain's slow today. I just got done running also, so pardon the breathing and my dog breathing over there. Alright, so we got our bottom bar, our top bar. I'm using, since this is a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 and using the pouch, the 1/2 inch screws work perfect. So that's what we're going to use, and of course our 2 cam nuts. Let's see, this is a SOE pouch, but you can use whatever you want as long as it's got the PALS webbing on the back of it. I know this is all black, so bear with me. This top bar had a little bit of a burr on it, so it became a test piece, or one of my demo pieces. I call it a demo, but it's actually going to be a permanent one. So the first thing you want to do, take your top bar, and you're going to see the top of it that'll be laser engraved for you. The side that has the countersinks on it. Looks like that. It will simply be facing, you want that stuff facing out. So we're going to do it just like this. And you're going to make sure, and I've designed this so that you got the holes perfectly aligned just outside of 3 PALS straps there. So that's kind of how I designed this thing to be. Alright, we'll take our bottom bar here and just line it up. And I'm going to peel my pouch back a little bit. Go ahead and start my screws. Get them going through, and I'll just get one of the cam nuts started there. Yep, we'll just get it started. Ain't gotta go very much on it at all. Just catch some threads. Other side. And even though these things are laser engraved, when you got a tourniquet mounted or a pouch, you're not even gonna be able to see it. So it's really just aesthetics, I guess. Wanted to do it. Alright, so we got them installed, lined up. So it looks like this now. If you can see that, I hope you can see that good. This camera is like way below me, so I'm like having to dip down kind of unnaturally. Alright, let's slide in. And I'm gonna put it all the way at the end. Just get it on there. And what I like to do, I like to kind of move it off so I can see in there. You want to visually see, yep, good deal, the cam nuts turn. I'm not even going to attempt to do that on the camera unless I had someone else, because that's very difficult. But in this case, you just snug it down. I put on the instructions, what I put on there, 15 to 20 inch-pounds. And honestly, guys, that's pretty much a generic. I don't want anybody to over-tighten this thing. Just go to it's good and snug, okay? Go to it's good and snug and go a hair past that, and you should be good to go. You'll know. This thing will, I'll tell you, this will not move once everything is cinched down where it is supposed to go. And this Kel-Tec, I like keeping it compact, which is why I went with a rat's pouch for it. And I just thought the black would go good with it. Okay, and stuff that in there, and there we go. Alright, now I got me a cool tourniquet pouch on my Kel-Tec Sub 2000. Got my light on the other side. Definitely got to have you a light and a tourniquet. Got to identify the target. Patch yourself up if you need it. Hopefully you won't, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, in case this is the only thing I have on me. Okay, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that helped. That's how you do a pouch. And honestly, it don't matter even if it's a pouch for a cat tourniquet. Same thing. You know, as long as you got 3 of those strips of the PALS webbing to get that in there, clamp it down, you're good to go. So, guys, I hope this helps. Again, if you have any questions, go to the website. My number is there. You can call me, text me, email me, whatever you need to do, okay? Guys, thank you so much, and I really hope you enjoy your set mount. Hope you see some awesome use out of it. Thanks. God bless.